Hey out there, welcome once again to Blue Green's World, and on my quest to find interesting people and interesting things to do, today's gonna be a fun one. So, who are you?
Hi.
What do you do?
I'm Caitlyn. I work here in ODNR at the new Portage Lakes Visitor Center. I am an admin professional. I run programs, nature programs. I greet the guests. I answer any questions. We have a gift shop and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. It's a pretty cool place. I'm looking around. You'll get to see it if you watch a show. Maybe I'll have some pictures below, but yeah, highly recommend coming to check this place out. So, what's your background? How did you get into the park system, we'll say? I don't know, so how did you get here? Was this through a collegiate program, or how did you end up, where you're at there?
Yeah, so I started out at Portage Lake State Park. So I graduated from Kent State with my Bachelor's of Science in Zoology and Photojournalism. And so my background is really sciencey, and I've always loved wildlife and animals. I've just always been fascinated by it. And so then once I had a year at Wingfoot, this position opened up with the new visitor center, and I found that like a great opportunity to forward and move on and grow. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I love it so far. So we just opened up, October 10th was our grand opening. So we've been open a couple months now, and it's really nice.
So are you doing social media and stuff too for it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's going to tie right into what you're doing.
Yeah.
What a great cross-platform, because I'm a personal believer that I think everybody should have a background in photos, videos. Like when we have English class, you write a paper and you turn a paper. Well, you should also put a video together for that, a podcast together for that, and a photo elements with tags on the photo. I mean, just learn how to tell a story the way we communicate today. And the way we communicate today is through videos, through texting, through various ways. So what a great background. Oh, sciencey and photographs. I'm right at my alley. I love it. I didn't go to school for science, but that's where my mind goes to a lot of times. I'm into out there science. I love black holes and the universe, and even though I don't really understand a lot of it, if I try, Anyways, that's a whole different story. So, tell me about you growing up. Were you always into being in nature in the woods? Were you running around doing nature kind of things?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's been a passion of yours.
Yes, so I was always the outdoor kid. I was always wanted to be out there in the dirt with all the bugs, with the animals, getting dirty and all that. There's so much to explore and look at, and just that curiosity is what drives me. It's just, I love it.
So have you been taking photographs since you were a kid?
So photograph-wise, I had like a little camera, not a fancy anything, but I just started really getting into that at like college. But I've always been drawn to like saving the moment. Like I just want to capture and save it to remember the feeling and all that.
Are you of the digital generation? Meaning, have you always had digital cameras and stuff in your life?
Well, I was born in 2001.
So that's the digital realm. Okay, just curious. As far as if you were a film person, or you've been around.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a blessing to be in that generation because you were born with cameras that were accessible, and not that you had to send film away and pay to process or develop film and edit it and show like 5 people in your house or your church or wherever, So I think it's a wonderful time to grow up. That's why I ask. I grew up in a different time where we didn't have that, and I got into it later, and that's when I got passionate about it. So digital's great, So you've always been able to and see it,
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Have you ever done any other mediums? Have you ever went back and worked with any film just to see what it's like?
I have not, but I'm super interested in doing that.
Well, what's interesting about it is all the stuff within Photoshop and all those things that you use that look like things, they all relate to the photographs, and they have a meaning, like in photography, that's like kind of lost now, which I find interesting.
Yeah.
Like the disc symbol that says save, that people don't remember using disc, they still pick the disc symbol. Or your phone has a picture of a phone on the icon that no one uses the phone that's on the icon, but we still press it. I find it interesting. So passion, you followed your passion into schooling, and then you're working in a passionate field. That's a beautiful thing. You know how many people go to school and they get their degree in whatever, and then they're working somewhere else because a lot of times they chase money.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with making money. I'm not trying to downplay the capitalistic system, but I don't know about you, but I sleep good at night knowing I do good things and I enjoy my work, right?
Exactly.
And I'm sure that helps you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I get the right person to be in this place. So are you here pretty much all the time when it's open?
Yes. So I am the one who's here. So right now we're open Thursdays through Mondays, and we're open year round. A lot of people might not know that, or they're surprised by it. But and then I'm sure in the summer we're still figuring it out, but it'll probably be open 7 days a week, extended hours.
For a point of reference, right now it's the solstice, it's December 21st, and we're here. I believe it's the 21st today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's the 21st today, and we are here filming, and it's beautiful out here. The lake is really pretty today. Oh, I wish people come out and look at the lake. And when it gets thick enough, venture out on it. I mean, especially once it's thick enough. Once you get like a good foot or two of ice, it's exhilarating to be out here on the ice.
I wouldn't want to do it, but
I grew up ice fishing, so I was really, accustomed to it. So but when you see trucks out there riding on the ice, you're probably going to be okay to walk out for a few minutes. I would wait till you see that, but you will see that eventually. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but eventually,
I have not
once
yet.
ice gets thick enough, you'll see all kinds of things out. More in the evening, it gets a little bit more wild, we'll say. There's no there's no police that are going to get you out there, I guess. So people are they're not doing crazy things, but riding around. Probably, maybe they might have had a few drinks. I don't know. Who knows? None of my business. So this place is new, and it went up quick too, which is amazing to me. I was like a year ago. I don't even know when groundbreaking was, but it was like not.
So
here.
groundbreaking was actually September 10th, so like 13 months to the day.
Wow, 13
September 10th,
months.
2024.
And this place is nice too. It looks like it's been here for a while. It's got that feel of an old building, and intentionally, I'm sure. So let's talk about the purpose of this place. What is the purpose, and what is this place called?
Yeah, so this is our visitor center. The purpose of it was kind of just to give back to our community, to have a place for them to explore, to come visit, to delve deeper into the history behind Portage Lakes. And a huge, extremely important thing about this place is that it's accessible and inclusive. So a big part of it was adding the sidewalks and a path that leads all the way from the parking lot directly down to the beach. And with support from our Portage Lakes Advisory Council, we got Moby mats, which are like a little path that leads onto the beach. So if someone has mobility issues or they're in a wheelchair, they can go onto the beach sand and access it. So that's great. We love that.
And it is really wonderful. I mean, it was always beautiful coming here, but if you had any mobility issues at all, you basically couldn't get to the beach. There might have been a staircase like at one time here, but it wasn't really like it is today. Yeah. You can literally roll out of a wheelchair right out of the parking lot, and it's nice gradient going down. It's not like you got to like hit the brakes going down to get down the hill. It's got a nice zigzag to it, and you can go on the beach, which I find wonderful.
Yeah.
How many kids in wheelchairs now are going to be able to get out there and get on the beach? Literally, that's got to be. It's a great equalizer, and for people for mobility issues too. Just the staircase alone.
Yes.
I mean, if you're older and you have trouble walking down a hill, they have a great staircase you can walk down, or you can walk down the rolling flat path. I would say I say flat, but I mean it is at a gradient, but it is a nice flat path. On that, can you tell me about the artwork that's out there? I mean, you don't necessarily tell me about the artists per se. I got pictures of all the artists and their names, unless you know them off the top of your head. Yeah. But I mean, you can just look in the listings below. I'll put links to, at least put their names below in this article. So let's talk about those and what they represent.
Yeah, so outside we have a couple of benches that are made actually sustainably out of wind turbines. And we had local artists. Yeah, so they're wind turbines. And they kind of look like a sailboat, the way they're shaped. Or like a boat, which is pretty cool. So they're all local artists, and each of them represent a different important piece of Portage Lakes. So like we have our dragon boat ladies, we have the Portage Lakes Advisory Council, we have the fireworks represented because the 4th of July holiday is super important and celebrated here. Yeah, it's really incredible.
And that's in the parking lot, right? Don't they let them off the fireworks in the parking lot? Or on the beach, or is it?
So I think it's like further on the beach.
Further on the beach,
yeah.
yeah. Well, that
But
makes sense.
you
People
can view
park.
it from the parking lot. Yeah.
The lakes is great here on the 4th of July, though. On a boat, ooh, geez, it's like madhouse out there. If you got to go to the bathroom, well, good luck. I mean, let's say some of the places have like those things, but man, you get stuck out there. You're out there for hours. But it's a beautiful, beautiful aspect. I thought it was really cool. And a couple of them, if you get the right angle, it lines up to the lake too.
Yeah.
There's one specifically I got a picture of where it just lines up perfectly. I guess you can sit there. And they're wind turbines. I didn't look at them that closely. They look so much like boats. I just assumed it was like an old John boat, aluminum John boat cut open, and that's what you use. So where did those come from?
I actually don't know, but yeah.
Interesting sourcing, though. So apparently they came from a wind turbine somewhere.
Yeah,
there's
a
plaque
little
or something.
plaque on it that
I'll check
explains.
the plaque out.
Yep.
Maybe the information as well. That's pretty wild. Handicap accessible, and there's also a dock out there that's going to be. That's a year-round dock too, right? It's out there now on the ice.
Yeah, so it's an ADA kayak launch.
Oh, that's a kayak. Oh, okay, a kayak launcher. But if you did want to walk down there, I don't know how well a wheelchair would do on it. It's a little bit rough, but it is nice to go see that. I think that's really cool. For those people not familiar with this is where are we? Can you tell me a little bit about where we're located at on Turkey Foot for people that just maybe have a vague memory of I've been there once or twice?
Yeah, so we're off of Manchester. So if you go in the main entrance of the park, keep driving all the way straight, and then we're at the Turkey Foot Beach. This is the beach where everyone thinks of going when they want to go swimming. That's the beach. So our visitor center, we specifically designed it to be right on that beautiful view, so you can visit here and see the great views, and you're right at the beach.
And it was a completely vacant area. There was just a big hill here at one time. There was the restrooms up on the top and a big hill, and that was really all there was here. It wasn't even really utilized.
Which is a great point, because now we have flush restrooms.
Flush restrooms. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. And the views are great up here. You have outside patio views, you have under deck views, and there's nice too, really nice seating down there.
Yeah, with awnings and really nice. And there's like stairs that are kind of to act as like an amphitheater. So you can, big stairs that you can sit on, and
So I haven't really been on a state park venture lately. And is it common for a state park to have a visitor center? And have we been lacking one?
So a lot of state parks will have like the nature centers, but we've been wanting, like, because Portage Lakes hasn't had a building that the community can come and actually visit and take a look around and have that opportunity to stay here longer because we have a restroom or accessibility like that. So we're ecstatic to have this.
I mean, it makes it real. It makes it like a real park. I mean, not that I love Portage Lakes Park. I probably know this better than most of the people that work here. I know this ground, so I know every inch of Portage Lake State Park. On a side note, well, I don't want to talk about this. I'll talk about it off camera, but I know this area very, 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 very well. People are like, what's he talking about? No, there's nothing I want to talk about now. Anyways, so this really ties it together. And I also noticed, is the playground new too? Or has that been enhanced?
Has been here.
Okay, well, is it still the same one, or it looks like it's kind of been updated maybe it just looks different now since it's framed in better.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
For some reason I thought it looked new to me, but I've been bringing my daughter out here. She's 16 now, but when she was little, we would come out here and play on that. She always loved that. So we talked about the outside, we talked about the accessibility. Now, once you walk in, it's like a grand hall. I mean, Can you talk a little about when you walk in here? Is there a purpose to why it's made like this? It's got natural light coming in. It probably saves electricity. I don't know if it's eco-friendly. Yeah. So tell me a little about the building itself.
Yeah, so when you walk in, I would say the first thing that you notice is you're taken in by all the vibrant colors. So we have these incredible murals in here, which are done by a company that's actually from Ohio. And it kind of just paints the picture, literally, of the history behind this place. So you're kind of seeing from prehistoric times to modern day. So our history from the Portage Lakes. So the Portage Path is where we get the name Portage Lakes. because Native Americans used this area to travel and to carry and portage like produce or crops or stuff like that. So we depict that in these murals, and then you see like a mammoth, because we actually have a mammoth tooth that was found here, which is incredible to even think about, because it's literally like not even that far away from where this building is sitting right now. So you're seeing all these murals, and then also this huge topography map that's in the middle. And you can really visualize like all of the lakes that make up Portage Lakes, and the hills and the depths of the water and the flow of it. And it's really just incredible to see that. Yeah.
It is really neat. I mean, that's one of the things that drew me to it, was the huge map.
Yeah.
And I think it'll draw a lot of people here, especially people that are visual. If you're visual, this place is amazing.
Yes.
And the murals are really cool, and it does tell a story. Very vibrant colors on all the murals. Now, since we're on the vibrant colors in the murals, there's also a lot of artwork in here as well. Can you tell me about the artwork?
So a local artist is actually featured here. So Dale Warren, he has all these insane, incredibly talented artwork hanging around. So we have like featured quite a few of them. And he's from the Portage Lakes area, and all these pictures show these like amazing stories of the different parts, like the sailboats, the Tudor house, the old hotel, and all these things. And it's just incredible. We're so honored to have them here. And he's a great guy.
That's always a bonus. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes artists can be temperamental, passionate, they say. Sometimes, actually, all artists are great people. They just they communicate a little differently. Some of them do. You just gotta learn to speak their language. The vibrant colors. His colors are great. They're very. I don't know how to describe them. And much as the murals are too in here. Maybe they're still new and they'll dull, and as the colors dull through the years. But right now they're very, very vibrant colors.
Yeah, and everyone who comes in here is just blown away, and they'll spend so long looking at them, which I think is so great. Like, it makes me happy.
And it's nice for people to learn the history of Portage Lakes, because
Yeah.
Portage Lakes has a rich, rich history. It goes back prehistoric. If just to paint a picture of what it looked like at one time here, there was an ice wall that was a couple miles north of us that was like a mile high. And this area was an area that people lived in. And there's bones, there's artifacts, there's all kinds of stuff we found from that time period. So people have been here for a very, very long time. We weren't the first people to go, ooh, water, nice. Now they've changed it a lot, and we've manufactured a lot of the way this place looks, but these were kettle lakes as far as I know,
Yes, which is actually depicted on the topography map. It's interactive, so you can press buttons and it'll light up where the kettle lakes are, which are the natural ones, and then you can see also the man-made ones, and then where the dams are and all that sort of things.
We have a rich amount of water here in Ohio. Some of the best water in the world, basically. The biggest fresh lakes in the world are right here around us. And that's because of the glaciers. When they melted, basically, they left all this stuff here. And a lot of it, just to think, there was probably a huge chunk of ice, like right behind your head there. And it was there at one time, and it slowly melted and left that water indention. And then it gets filled from the water underneath and just stays there pretty much. And that's what the Portage Lakes is. And then it was modified again for the canals, right? So tell me a little bit how the canal system changed this area.
So we have like the two different canals. So you can actually watch the way the water flow works, but there's different locks. And
it's interesting that this was all, a lot of it was transformed for the lock system. When the lock system was like the highways. That's how you transported goods. You didn't have semis, you didn't have the highway system, so the canal systems. And they needed water to fuel the canal system, so they used all this water to fuel the canal systems in Akron. So they needed all that water. So that's kind of how Portage Lakes came about. And then it was summer homes, and walls around there. So you also have what's behind me here is the Sensory Center, I think you said it was called.
Yeah.
So tell me a little about that.
Yeah, so this is a learning discovery area. So we have books. We have this Everbright, which is an interactive wall that you can twist the knobs and change the colors, and it's really fun. You can make different designs. We have an interactive boat where the children can play on and even put on their life vest. We have animal pelts that they can take a look at, feel, and play a matching game with it to choose which one is which. We have interactive stepping stones. Yeah, it's really nice.
And so you also have some visual aids in here. You also have, I see the furs behind me here.
Yes.
But you also show the wildlife we have
Yeah.
here. So you talk a little bit about the displays that show a little bit of the wildlife that you would find in the Portage Lakes region.
Yes, so we have some really cool designs of like birds, because we have an important bird here, the purple martins, which are big with the Portage Lakes Advisory Council, and we have like a whole festival for that. So we actually have buttons that you can press of these hanging murals and designs, and they actually play the sound of a purple martin. And we also have an osprey, and they can press the osprey sound. And that's probably my favorite part of the whole building.
And the purple martins are really good for bug control. You know, with all the people living on the lakes, and there's water, around here, you're going to get a lot of mosquitoes and bugs and that nature. And the purple martins are they're like the bug annihilators, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And the more purple martins you can have, the better. And I believe we just need a certain type of housing for them, and they're attracted to that kind of housing.
Yes, so we actually, with the Purple Martin Festival, put up houses, and they help with their environment and stuff. But yeah, like you said, they're attracted to the water area, and they'll help with the insect population, so they're great for the habitat. Yeah.
So this place, actually, as we said, the glacier wall, there it is right there. Up in the corner, I noticed it. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. There's that. I'll have to put that in the video. There it is. That's what it looked like, literally. This was Portage Lakes. Oh, they did it so well. Huh, I didn't even notice that. I thought it was a storm front first time I looked at it. And I'm like, no, that's an ice shelf. So this building reminds me of like a grand hall. I don't know. It reminds me of something that I'd expect to see in a Viking time almost. Minus maybe the metal and stuff that's up there, that kind of thing. But it's amazing how quickly it went together. It's like, and so you being here, and you've only been here in the winter now, so you haven't really got and you're getting the southern sky is, I'm not sure where but anyways, you're seeing the lights. Have you noticed this?
That way,
so have you noticed the light fill this place?
Yes.
Because it has so much natural light.
Absolutely.
And especially when the summertime gets going, that's going to really open up the light here. It almost makes it feel like you're walking it doesn't feel like you're walking into a overly lit, bad lit room. It feels like you're almost walking into nature.
Yeah, it's kind of like homey. Or like you said, we're literally still in nature, it feels like, while we're in here.
So are you opening this to events, like if there's schools that want to bring kids here to learn, or homeschooling kids, or maybe just you're bored, you want to come here and learn? So what kind of things do you offer here? Yeah,
so we do plan on having this place open for programming for schools, and like you said, homeschool groups. We do actually offer some programs right now. So we, alongside the naturalists from Wingfoot, we are doing some nature programs, craft programs, and then in the summertime we'll have like our regular archery. So we actually have archery area in the park here, and then we have fishing, we have kayaking, all that sorts of stuff. So it's bird hikes. That's a huge passion of mine. Bird hikes. When
do you start those?
So right now we're actually doing bird hikes and craft programs, but then probably early spring is when we'll start bringing back fishing and archery.
And if it comes to if it's 25 out or 25 and above, as long as if you're moving, it's not that bad outside. I mean, and as long as the wind's not howling, that's a different story. Or if it's raining, never go into the woods when it's really windy. By the way, FYI, never go on a hike when it's really windy. It's a good way to die. I mean, it really is. But if it's not windy, it is 25 degrees outside or warmer, and you dress for it, you'll probably have to actually loosen your shirt because you're gonna perspire a bit from being outside. And there are some great songbirds out there now. The ones that stick around. There's a few that stick around, and they're really colorful and beautiful too.
Yes.
But when's your favorite time to go bird watching and listening? I guess it's not just watching.
So, I mean, the spring is incredible. But already here, when I've been here in the fall, I've seen some life birds, so birds that I've never seen before, species. So they have a great diversity of birds here. Actually, the other week, there were 28 plus trumpeter swans out here, so migrating through. So that was incredible to see. And they're just, because the lake wasn't frozen yet, so they were just hanging out.
I never thought of them as migrating birds.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things you don't think about. Like I was thinking, like, where did bats go? Some migrate, some stay. I had no idea. You know, I just thought that maybe they all stay in the cave all winter long. I didn't think much about it. But we don't see them that much because they move at night a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like when they move in mass movements. I mean, I've never looked out at night, but I guess there's sometimes you can go out and see them moving at night.
Right.
Have you ever got to see that?
Yeah, so, and then you can also see like birds migrating through on weather radars.
Oh, they like show them like a storm front going through. It's amazing.
But this lake is great for like thousands and thousands of waterfowl are seen out here.
Overall, Portage Lakes just has a lot of diversity in it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fish diversity, the wildlife diversity you see here. A lot of there's a decent sized white-tailed deer population living inside the park. I mean, I see them all the time out there.
Every day when I drive out.
I saw a doe today. The other day I saw a little buck sitting there looking at me, and they're quite accustomed to humans, so they're not like, you know, they're gonna sit there and look at you and be inquisitive. Pretty much. Don't feed the deer or things like that nature, but you know, they are inquisitive and they will look at you.
And I love when I'm going out and I see like visitors will be park their car when they see a deer and like watch it. That's what makes me happy. Like I love my huge passion is making other people excited about wildlife, and that's why my favorite part of this job is offering programs and educating people. So I think that in order to help with conservation, because that's a huge goal for me, in order to get people interested and want to conserve nature, that you have to make them passionate about it first and care about it. So.
Agreed. That's why I started this show. I wanted people to like Akron more and not look at it as like, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. But if they learn about the history a little bit, they might like it a little more.
Right.
Are you from this area originally, or are you not from this area?
I'm from the Kent area.
Okay, so this area is kind of new to you, but still it's kind of next door. Okay.
Yeah.
But coming into a new area is nice because you appreciate it more, I think. You look at it differently. I
New
know for me,
perspective.
coming here, you know, people would tell me about Stan Hewitt. When I first went to go see Stan Hewitt, my mind was blown how amazing this old place is and how much history is there. And everybody's like, yeah, I went there as a kindergarten. But yeah, it's Stan Hewitt, or the park system, or this park. You got a great, I'm like, oh yeah, just PLX, you know, we go there to drink. But there's a park there. I mean, it's not just that, and I don't know. I wish more people would be more passionate about it. So in interviewing time, we're at 9:50 now. I figure, I was just gonna, as long as you're okay, as soon as we see somebody, we'll maybe stop. I mean, if that's okay, or do you have something to do at 10 to do anything? Okay. I don't want to run you much longer by any means. I got most of my story covered here. I just got a few more questions over. Anything you want to add that I haven't brought up with you so far? You're like, oh, I got to cover this, this, and this.
Yeah, so we also have our gift store in here. We got lots of cute little gifts that you can buy. We have stuffed animals. We have really great merch, like shirts, sweatshirts, bags, mugs, stickers. We have the park passport book.
Yeah. It looks like comfortable clothes too. I haven't inspected it, but it looks really nice. I like the color palette too. It's very woodsy.
Yes.
I guess we'll say it's paletted nicely. So what's the future of this place? Is there a future plan? Is there stage 2 that you're looking at? I mean, I don't know. Is there something you can't talk about, or you can talk about?
I mean, the future of this place is we want people to come out and appreciate it and realize like this place is for them. This is our give back to the community, a place for them to enjoy, to learn, to explore. That's our big thing with this place. It's for the community.
I think it's great. You know, if you live at the Portage Lakes and people come up here, a lot of people want to take them to see something that's fun, you know. Now they can actually take them somewhere and show them the history and the pride of this place, and hopefully, like you said, it'll change a few kids' point of view. So I want to talk a little bit more about this. The main center attraction here, I would say, is your map, your typographical 3D elevation map, and then around it is like a big table. It's almost like a big gaming table almost, you know. It's like a huge Game of Thrones kind of, you know, this is the Game of Thrones of Portage Lake as you come in here, except the little castles don't pop up around as you go around the area. Like this is a certain zone. But you can see all the lakes, and there's a plethora of lakes. I don't know how many gallons of water in this place. There's a lot of water. So who designed this? Is this part of the people that put the whole place together, including you, or is this a whole different person? Or
so the people who made the maps also made the big murals and the hanging birds. So that's Graphite Design and Build, and they're actually based out of Toledo, Ohio. So yeah, it's really incredible.
So this is their kind of thing, you know? Because I've seen this look. I mean, they have a uniform Ohio look.
Yes, they've actually worked on other state park buildings and visitor centers. So like they actually worked on the new Put-in Bay Visitor Center.
So I think maybe, and I don't want to speak out of line, but I think I've seen this at off the highway kind of places too, like where you're like, you know, and this kind of look, it's similar, and it's probably them, which is great. We need a uniformed Ohio look, because like if you, at least 20 years ago when I went out west, it's been like 30 years ago now, it's been a long time when I went out west, but when I tell people from Ohio, they're like, Buckeyes? Cows? Corn? I mean, they ain't anything about it, but I don't know, if we have a uniform look here, maybe this will help us brand ourselves a little bit better, so we're more than just Buckeyes.
Yeah, and we're actually the #1 state parks in the nation.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, way to go, PLX, Portage Lake State Park. I love it. And I do love this place. I mean, there's so many trails at Portage Lake State Park. There's Frisbee golf you can play at Portage Lake State Park. There's pavilions, you know. I mean, you're looking to have fun with the family, do some cooking, that kind of thing. It's all here. And now you got this upgraded center over here. Whew, this is quite nice. So, in working here in a little bit, anything that surprised you? I don't know, any good surprises, bad surprises, anything you'd expect?
Yeah, so, I mean, the guests come in here, they all love the place, and they're super eager to talk with you. And I love hearing all the stories that they have. And a lot of people that come here so far have been like the people who actually live here, and just hearing all the stories, their personal history behind the place of Portage Lakes and living here. And I really enjoy getting to view that behind the scenes personal touch to the place. Yeah, and that's what makes me happy.
Hearing those stories are special.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's almost like a little booth in here set up, you know. They go in, they sit there and tell their story. You
yeah,
know, they get 5
seriously.
minutes, you know, and you record it.
Yeah.
You get some gold that way. Except, unfortunately, a lot of people like to talk forever, and 5 minutes just wouldn't quite do it. You know, that'd be like the setup for the story. You know, 20 minutes to get to the story. So good on you for finding something that you enjoy, that you're passionate about. And for people watching, you know, I try to stretch. You know, find your passion. Find your place, find your niche, find your vibration, so to speak, you know? When you resonate in a place, it feels good, you know? That's what I mean vibration, you know? We all, and I was getting all metaphysical, hippie-ish. I'm not trying to say that, but we all are different, right? And you find your place, and you found a good niche, you know? This is what I do, this is what you do, this is good. And you also, let's talk about since we got a little time, you know? You do photo journalism, I guess we'll call it, right? That was your, is that what your minor, or
yes,
was
that
it
was my
major?
minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's and what was your science? What was it?
Zoology.
Zoology. So that's just forgive me for my ignorance. Is that just covering like anything
Animals.
In the zoological field?
Yes.
Okay. So is that all mammals, reptiles, everything?
Yes.
Aquatic. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we're all learning together. I'll ask questions so you don't gotta feel stupid. I'll ask stupid questions for you. Were there many people that had that duality, or are you one of the few?
When I was there, I didn't run into any other people that had that, but to me, it just made sense. Like, cause I I would like to make like wildlife documentaries, or I constantly am shooting wildlife photography. Birds are like my favorite. It's a challenge, and I love it. Yeah.
Do you have a big old lens that you use, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need. I mean, you can get close to a bird, but it's better to be from a distance and they don't even see you. You just capture their moment. That's the trick to all those great photographs you see a lot of times. Is, they're at a distance.
Yep.
And they're very still. If not, you get a bad photograph. I photograph. I don't photograph as much as I used to because there's some really good photographers out there, and I've captured some really good photographs. I don't think I can eclipse ever, so I'm like, I think I should just stop. And I got some really good ones. I don't think I'll ever get a better photograph than that ever if I try for 100 years. And it's like best to like cash out when you're ahead in your mind, right? I have ADHD and I jump around to hobbies and whatnot. And I love taking photographs. I still take them today, but I take them more for personal aspects.
Yeah.
More humorous things I find. It's like, look at the irony of this. This is strange and it's in society. So did you like want to be a National Geographic like shooter or something like that? Or like
that
work
would
with
be, that would be really cool.
I don't know, be out there making your own. So you're not like you had a desire to like be in front of the camera media aspect. You're more behind the camera and tell story, or do you mind doing? I mean, right now you're doing you're doing pretty good. I think the audience is doing good.
The in front of the camera is like definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm usually behind the camera, and I like capturing the moment or something that the ordinary person might not see, like especially in nature, like I know, like using it to document something and teach someone else something. So that's kind of my thing. Yeah.
I understand. Well, many people don't know that I was behind the camera for years. I never got. That's for those kind of people, you know. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not articulate enough to be in front of a camera. And I work with some really good people in front of camera, and I work with some really bad people in front of camera. They couldn't like say a line. You know, I mean, couldn't say, hi, welcome to this. Today, it was just like, we'd spend an hour saying, hi, welcome to the Portage Lake Visitor Center. An hour trying to get that one line. It's like, what's wrong with these people? You know, I know you're nervous and all, you're supposed to be an actor, but you can't hit one line. Or the hosts that were just like so frigid that no one wanted to talk to them. You know, and I just started getting in front of the camera. And I really embraced it and liked it. So, you know, maybe you'll have a future in front of camera. You never know about those things. Sometimes it's just out of, necessity.
Yeah, I mean, talking with the people here, it's kind of makes me feel like... It broadens
your personality.
Yeah.
Have you ever waited tables or anything like that? Done anything like personality?
Customer service.
Customer service,
yeah.
in front of people?
Yeah.
You know how to charm somebody and make them happy again, and make them laugh a little bit. That's what it's all about. And you'll get more comfortable with it, as you go on and do it. I was probably pretty bad in front of camera when I first started. I listened to my voiceovers from when I first started 20, 30 years ago, and they were real fast. And I didn't have a confident voice. I learned to slow down a little bit, because I'm a fast person. My brain works really quick, and I realized not everybody's like that. So I gotta shift gears to go in society and hang out with everybody. And can't go in full gear, and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with this guy?" Just more passionate. That's all. So what's it like seeing a little kid come here and light up?
It's incredible, and they are obsessed with pressing buttons. So I mean, this whole center map thing is just perfect for children. And then when they find the boat, they love playing in the boat and just playing with all the toys, and the board is so fun.
If this would have been in my community as a kid, I'd have been that annoying kid that they had been like, oh God, he's here again.
Yeah.
We love him, but he won't leave. Because there's just so much fun things to play with here. I really want to play with this map. I want to have a, I don't know, play Stratego or some kind of game on it or something.
Yeah.
It's
or like Hot Wheels.
It's great. Oh, Hot Wheels. There you go. Oh, that's what you need to improve for 2.0. Put a traffic system in. I'll move around, make some noises. That could be fun. Let's see here.
I guess maybe we didn't talk about the incredible porch.
Yes, let's talk about that. I had not been out there yet, or to the side. I've been underneath, and out underneath is really nice. So tell me about what we could go on here.
Yeah, so there's an enclosed porch, and you can sit in these nice Adirondack chairs. There's benches, there's rockers, there's tables, and then you can go out to further, and there's like a little balcony, and it overlooks the great view of the lake, and it's just so serene. It's beautiful.
probably one of the best vantage points.
Absolutely, because you're like up there and you're looking down at the lake, so you can't really see that from anywhere else.
So I have this vision that I have trouble trying to explain to people. But I think like every location needs a map, right? Like back in the day when I was a child, you go to the amusement park and they used to give you a map, right?
Yeah.
And you'd fold this big map out and it would show you kind of in proportion, but not really, like where everything was at.
Right.
So you would take that home and you'd think about it for the next year and you want to go back. And it would it was fun. It was like a treasure hunt, right? Imagine that for selfies. That's all it is. It's all selfie station maps. So basically, like, here's where you take your best photograph. You know, there's like Cleveland. Everybody sees that Cleveland sign with Cleveland in the background. You just need like a big circle, place feet here, take photograph there. Make it that simple. Put all the hashtags up so people can go, what's a hashtag? Oh, that's what a hashtag is. And you just perpetually grow it off of there having fun with the treasure hunt. And then every month, I don't know, pull somebody's name and give them a free t-shirt or something, you know? But this place has like 10 of those spots now where you would come. This is your selfie station, this whole area. It's beautiful here year round. And I'm glad that you're open year round. Seasonal's good to be open year round because people need these places. Portage Lakes is open year round for you. You do hikes and whatnot here, but you need these places for people's mental health.
Yeah.
To get out, you know, you're stuck inside your house 24/7. You're afraid of the cold. You don't want to go in nature. I hate nature. There's some people like that, you know.
But you can come in here and you still feel like you're in nature and you're surrounded by natural light and vibrant colors and you
don't got all the creepy crawlies around you. You don't got to worry about the bugs getting you, the wolves, or not that there's wolves in this area, or the coyotes or whatever is in your mind. You can come here and relax and have a good time and still be part of the nature and understand it. And then eventually you might venture outside and take a walk down the trail.
There's great trails here too.
Oh yes, I don't know how many miles offhand, but there's short trails, there's long trails, there's all kind of trails to match you. I personally just like the loop on the Turkey Foot finger here.
Me too.
That's just a great little loop. It's small.
And it goes from wooded area to open to next to the water, and it's a great mix of everything that you need.
Great views out there, you know. It's weird, like it changes through the years too. I've been out there on Christmas Day. People have been water skiing. Literally, it's been so warm. And then you got a day like today where it looks like you're, I don't know, in Antarctica. It's like that thick, hard looking ice today. It was cold last night. All that water froze. So it's really, 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 it's there. So students can come here. Okay, is there any volunteering aspects that you need from anybody?
So I am hoping to get together like a friends group sort of thing. So we have the Portage Lakes Advisory Council, which we love them. And then if anyone is interested in like helping out or anything like that, I mean, we're absolutely open to that.
Is there any type of donation aspect? Do you look for donations for people that really say there's a company in town? The company you work for, wants to say, hey, I want to drop them 10 grand or 20 grand or 30 grand or whatever, make it grand. You got the money, you can do it, tax write-off, right? 20 grand to this place, do something. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think every place might want to take donations. Is that something that might
We do take donations. That's all handled through like the upper management. And then we have like a started little library with nature sciencey books. That's the thing that if you have old books laying around or interested in.
Call first.
Yes.
Email first. Just don't bring a truckload of stuff up here and dump it off in the back. But I got some stuff for you. Or don't bring a bag of cash here either. And that's not my point in saying this. My point in saying this is, maybe they have something. Maybe they, I have something that would fit there.
Or just a helping hand, like working on citizen science projects. Like maybe you wanted to help make a birdhouse or... so we have like a chimney swift tower. I'm interested in that stuff. Or if you wanted to help, maybe, I don't know, mow the lawn or something like that.
If nothing else, what I like to do when I come to the park is bring a bag with me and pick up trash.
Yes, absolutely. That is a huge thing.
Pick up trash, there's going to be, and a lot of it's not necessarily people are littering. Wind picks up stuff sometimes and it goes. So, it just happens. But then again, there are littering people that, people that, not necessarily, I don't want to all fishing people are bad, but sometimes fishermen leave stuff. that's one thing in my wish list of I wish, because I used to fish a lot as a kid. I fished my whole life, and I don't fish much anymore because I don't like the whole catch and release. I don't know. I wouldn't like being slapped in the mouth and then thrown back out again. But I know it sounds, but I used to do a lot of fishing. I've cleaned thousands and thousands of fish as a kid, bluegills and bass and whatever else. But I wish fishermen, fisherwomen, whatever, fish people would stop using lead everything, lead sinkers. That stuff is horrible for the environment. It never goes away.
And like old fishing line is super
old
bad.
fishing line, don't throw it in the water. It's gone, or just try to retrieve, make the place look better than when you left it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you should pull up the stuff from the bottom of the lake, and whatnot. I'm not advocating for that. I found all my fishing line. I'm just going to pull this stuff out of here. But clean up, and fishing line's bad. And it does last a very long time. I don't know off here, but it's got to be longer than a lifetime of a human with this monofilament new extra high-tech line that they have. And I think, I don't know if hunters have switched over to getting away from buckshot and lead too, but I'd like to see that go away. It's another big thing I'd like to see go away. Lead's bad for the environment. We're smart enough to figure something else out. Gotta be something else we can use that doesn't poison things, God. And poison, stop using poison. Sorry, go to my little soapbox. My dad does that. He won't ever watch this video anyways, but he uses poison. Don't use poison, dumbass. I hate to see that. You poison a rat dies, cat eats a rat, cat gets poisoned, owl eats cat, owl gets poisoned. There's just, anyways, those are nature things. We're in Portage Lakes and we're just talking about nature stuff. I think we've covered everything, right?
Really?
It wasn't too bad, right? Yeah. It's fun little conversation. We've been talking for like 47 minutes according to that. A long conversation. You did a great job. So come out to Portage Lakes Visitor Center. You said Thursday through Sunday, right?
Yes.
Oh, look at me remembering. 10 to 4?
Yes.
Oh, big brain on blue. I remember numbers. Just horrible with numbers. Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 4. And that may change, who knows, but that's what it is right now. And you get to see her. You get to see you. You'll be here, right? And you get to come in, Portage Lakes. Welcome to Portage Lakes. And this is the person that will greet you at the door. Bring your kids, bring your grandparents. It's a fun for all, for everyone, and it truly is handicap accessible. And I'm so thankful for that. I have no mobility issues, but now that I see it, this is a big improvement, a very big improvement. And I think a lot of people are going to champion that and be happy. Yeah, you can bring whatever out here. It doesn't have to. It could be a motorized wheelchair device. It's very nice. Very good. I'm very impressed with it. Man, and at breakneck speed. Geez, September to today, this place is here and it's functioning and had a big reception opening I saw with some of the local politicians were in and whatnot. That was nice. I don't want to butcher your name and say, but thank you to all the local people that put the time and the effort in and the local politicians and not local politicians that helped bring this together. It's greatly appreciated. Anything that's going to draw people here. So come here, spend some time here.
We want to see you.
That's what it's all about. All right, well, thank you for your time. Thank you. If you watch this long, I love you, first off. And second off, you should go subscribe and send it out to your friends, And if you think they'll learn something, send it out to whoever. That's what it's all about. So thank you for tuning in to Blue Green's World and have an amazing day.
And follow us on Facebook.
Oh, yes. Follow us on Facebook. Yeah, stop. Rewind that. I'm going to have links below, but where are your social media aspects? I'm a horrible host.
No, you're good. So Portage Lake State Park on Facebook, and then we're looking to add an Instagram really soon here.
Instagram.
Yes. Yeah.
Get one of them Instagrams. You probably should just go with the TikTok and go with the X and do it all.
We might. So stay tuned. Follow our Facebook and then go from there.
The way I look at it is if you're putting goodness out in the world, bombard those damn things because there's too much negativity out there. And once again, being on the soapbox, this is all about. But social media can be a poison. Instagram can be a poison, Twitter, all those but they can also be wonderful too. Know what rabbit hole are, know that they'll feed you what you're thinking. If you're depressed, they're gonna feed you depressing things, but if you like Portage Lake State Park and
you'll be happy.
You're gonna be happy. Follow birds and things of that nature. Don't follow the negativity, follow these kind of things. Reprogram your algorithm to like you better.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
a big thing. Don't feed into the negativity of the algorithms and you'll have a better life. And go and unsubscribe to all the places that are negative out there and go to the positive places like that. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.